Sometimes I'm not exactly sure what to say. I don't know why I want to vlog this, because it makes me upset to put shit out there, but, well, in certain circumstances. You'll catch me a lot of vlogs when I'm happy, you'll catch me a lot of things when I'm doing, like, whatever. But when I'm actually feeling things, I don't like to do these. I haven't made comment on the Black Lives Matter thing, because I don't like to make comments about those. I'll admit, I'm not confrontational. It's a pretty easy thing. I'd prefer not. I may sometimes talk a big game, sound a little violent to people who know me personally, but I'm not a conflict person. But sometimes I always wonder, it's just like, why don't you ever put yourself out there? Why don't you work a little bit harder on things that you think of? It's a lot of stuff I hold inside. I don't know. It makes me sad, it makes me cry. I understand there was a new research study done through Harvard that talks about the Black Lives Matter movement doesn't matter. It's not correct. Okay, I understand the states that they did it on. Some people are like, it's completely valid. And I understand the validity of it. It's 3 largest states, California, Texas, Florida. And yes, those are 3 states that have a large population. But sometimes I prefer, it's just like, and I know research is done in batches, not always fully conclusive, and you're not always going to get every single piece of data, but I always wonder. They said they did 10 police districts in these states. Okay. How many districts are in every state? Which states should you do research on, which you shouldn't? The fact that sometimes people are always just immediately like, okay, I understand facts. I'm very big on facts. But sometimes it's that kind of stuff that just gets me down. I mean, I've been lucky. I was raised into a nice middle class family. We were never left wanting. But I know the way that I was raised, it's definitely how someone would be like different from like what other people see, what other people know. I know I've gotten the words that you speak very educated, really qualified. And sometimes I never think about it. I'm like, thank you. You know, I went to school, But sometimes I know there's things that just in the back of my head just always just kind of just worry me. I grew up hanging out with mostly white kids. Didn't understand why people didn't validate something even as stupid as like in 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. It's like we're doing a game of soccer and it's just like, oh, it's ponytails versus non-ponytails. I had really long hair, I had really long braids, and I tie it up and they're like, you don't count as having a ponytail. Even just other women looking at my hair, I know I don't do my hair like really nice, and I get self-conscious about my hair being like, I just grow a little wild, a little natural. I know sometimes I don't comb it, I'll admit that. And I'm just like, other people with the same skin are just like, why don't you do this with your hair? Why don't you do that with your hair? And getting the same questions from sometimes people, same race, other race. Why does it matter to you? Why does it hurt you? I don't know. Just hearing negative stuff, I just hold a lot of stuff in. And there's stuff that people have told me for years that'll never leave my head. I don't know. I just don't know.